Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mega Man fully charged Airman action figure from Jakks Pacific. This is, of course, based on the new Mega Man fully charged cartoon series airing on Cartoon Network. And one of the things I absolutely love about this line is that we're getting so many Robot Masters, all of these bad guys for our hero to fight. I've been a longtime fan of Mega Man, and I love Mega Man toys, and Robot Masters is something we often seem to lack. Now, these are, of course, based on their appearances in the cartoon series rather than the video games, and there's definitely something I want to talk about with Airman here, so let's get him pulled out of the packaging so we can get a closer look at him. Now, first things first, I'm going to bring in the tape measure so you can see the figure stands about 5.5 inches tall, basically to the top of his little turbine engines there sticking off of his head. So that does make him a bit taller and definitely a lot bulkier than the standard Mega Man action figure that is also in this toy line. So yes, this is Airman. And I'm saying that for any of the longtime Mega Man fans out there. If you're watching the cartoon series, you're probably thinking, well, of course this is Airman. Because the designs are updated for the show, and a lot of the Robot Masters in that show look a lot like the classic video game characters, but Airman from Mega Man 2 looked completely different than this, because he was blue, and he had the one fan engine that was kind of in his chest. He's actually one of my favorite designs from the Mega Man games, so this guy looks completely different. In fact, he reminds me more of Windman from Mega Man 6, specifically because of the two little turbine engines kind of popping off of his head, but he even looks a little bit different than that guy. So it's really interesting how they totally redesigned Airman for the Mega Man fully charged cartoon series. But let's talk about him here. So you did have to pop these on the ball joints when you pull out of the packaging, as well as pop on the back there, because he's a very big and bulky character. But once you do that, it looks like they all stay assembled, so you don't have to worry about it falling off or anything like that. These are really interesting because they're ball jointed, so you can really move those all the way around. Like, you can point them downwards, I guess maybe to help them fly, or, you know, up or towards Mega Man to blow wind at him. They don't spin. I don't know, they feel like they should, or I was totally expecting them to spin, but they are stuck in place. I kind of wish those blades spun around a little bit. The face itself is totally just like painted on, the eyes and everything, so there's really not a lot of sculpted detail going on in here. A little bit of this is sculpted, but not the eyes there. That is just part of the deco, probably tampoed on there is what I'm guessing. As far as articulation goes, the only thing you've really got are the hinge-like ball joints at the arms, so the arms can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. They do not actually move at the elbows, even though that looks like an elbow joint. That's actually just the design aesthetic of the Robot Master, so you can't actually bend his elbow, nor do his wrists swivel, so there's a serious lack of articulation in the arms there. You can see he's got the cannon over here on the right. Again, that little engine turbine thing does not turn, but he's pretty stuck. There's not a lot of posing options you can get out of this guy because how his arms are all locked in place like that. You can move the legs there. You can see they mostly move forwards and backwards. They slightly go in and out. You do also have bends at the elbow. This is the first figure in this line where I've experienced very loose joints. And since this guy has got really skinny legs and he's very top heavy, that can be a problem because it just doesn't really lock. You can see how loose the leg joints are, so it doesn't lock in place as good as I'd like, and he does topple over sometimes. So articulation is minimal, and it's been that way throughout the line, and it really hasn't been too hindering, but with this guy, for some reason, it feels extra hindering. It's a bigger hindrance on this particular figure. But the overall design is still really nice. He does capture the look of the character from the cartoon, not from the video games. So he comes with one accessory, which is actually a collect and connect piece for your Mega Man. Just to kind of play into the idea that Mega Man can steal the powers of all the Robot Masters, just like in the cartoon and the video games. He comes with this new Mega Buster that's got the Airman powers. So pretty cool stuff. It fits on Mega Man's arm there, and just like that, we've got stolen powers from Airman. So there you go, guys. That is a look at the Airman action figure. He's a bit of a mixed bag for me. Overall, I think he's a great looking figure. He does still feel nice and sturdy and solid, aside from the loose articulation in the legs, specifically the left knee there. That is just way too loose for having such a top-heavy looking figure. So something that hopefully is maybe just something that's wrong with mine, and maybe they won't all be like that. So I do have to give a very special thanks to the folks at Jakks Pacific for sending this guy along so we can get a good look at him outside of the packaging. These are hitting store shelves right now at places like Target, so happy hunting, my friends. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.